Your spouse is getting rid of the residue, the remaining, what's left behind. Your spouse is getting rid of it, and maybe you are too. Welcome back to Prophetic Diary. My name is Tiny. If you're not already a faithful subscriber of this channel, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. We would love to have you here as part of PD Nation. Everything you need to know about Prophetic Diary and what goes on here is down in the description box below. You can sign up for our one-on-one encouraging coaching calls. They're actually on sale, holiday sale, till the end of the year. We have what we call our PD Society Circles. Those take place every single Sunday. This Sunday, we're going to be talking about tithing and offering, the power behind it, your finances, the overflow, the abundance, the open windows of heaven in your life. How do you get that to come on down? And why are things held up in your life, possibly in your finances? We'll figure it all out. Join us there in the PD Society Circle. And last but definitely not least, we have our 2025, our New Year's prep party. We are prepping for the new year. We will not be the same this time next year. I mean, you guys have been with PD for many of you over 2 or 3 years. Some of you are new, but you see that the Lord says you're going somewhere, you're going higher, you're connected. We're elevating here, is what I'm trying to say at Prophetic Diary. This time next year, you'll be a totally different person if you stick with the flow, you stay on fire. So join us in the prep party. The Lord gave me a really good word today, and it's going to be in Esther, and it's about our brother King Xerxes. It says, therefore, if it pleases the king, let him issue a royal decree, and let it be written in the laws of Persia, and which cannot be repelled, that Vashti is to never again enter the presence of the king Xerxes. Also let the king give her royal position to someone else who is better than she. Residue. Whenever you take a shower, you have to clean up after yourself because there's residue on the glass, on the tile, right? When you come out of a relationship, you might drive past that old restaurant, that old spot that you and your spouse used to hang out at. There's residue left behind, remembrance of that argument. There's residue, the pain, the suffering, the residue from that divorce. The fact that they didn't show up, they didn't support you, the residue, all can sometimes hit us at once. And God is allowing that for you and your spouse so that you guys can go in and clean up the residue. Your spouse wants to clean up the residue. Your spouse is so ready for this new year just like you are. Because residue is a small amount of something that remains after that part has gone. It's done and over with, but there's a residue, the baby mama, the baby daddy drama. There's a residue that kind of lingers behind, and you and your spouse or your spouse is ready to clean up the residue and have a clean slate. They don't want their past life. They don't want the last parts of something to remain. They don't want the memories. They don't want the arguments. They don't want the conversations. The residue, the Lord says, is being cleaned up to the point you'll ride past those old spots and places and the memories won't even be there. You guys won't have to have the same conversations over and over again because the residue is being cleaned up in you and your spouse's life. Glory be to God. There's a part 2 in this Esther word that I'm going to share with you, but the residue, that small amount, that little bit, that smudge that's left behind, no, but it's causing the place to look a little rusty, the residue left on the windows after you clean them. We got to go back and clean up the residue because it's not appearing as clear as it can or it should. Hope that this word bless you, family. Hope that it bless you. If you feel led to sow into it, go ahead and do so. Put a hashtag, the residue is gone. Your kingdom marriage will shine and glisten, and it's going to be good. Your spouse is tired of the residue, and so are you. I love you, family. I'll see you on the next video.